It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, their goal tonight is to play with the same type of effort at both ends of the court. They can't afford to let up at the defensive end, and that's a message I'm sure has been communicated to them in the locker room. And we'll get to see Paul Millsap tonight. With Paul, he's a guy who entered the league as a guy who would grind it out on the block, but he's transformed himself into a stretch four the last few seasons. How hard is it to make that change as a big man?
Well, I'm not a shooter, Ernie. I'm a prolific MF scorer.
What's
MF
MF?
stands for most frequently.
Okay.
But I do know for a fact you don't get a good shot overnight. It takes time and effort. He's definitely worked on his game. Usually you work on your shot just to keep defenders honest, but he reminds me of Horace Grant up there 15 feet and out, looking really good.
Well, it's not easy to add a skill when you're in the NBA because pretty much a lot of times your game is set. But, I was,
Hello. Hey,
No.
you still there?
I had to.
Hey, did you lose your train of thought?
No, I was thinking
Hey, you
about
still
myself.
there?
I started thinking about
Hey,
myself.
hey,
I started
hey,
thinking about
hey.
myself.
Wake up.
Hey.
I just started thinking about myself. I'm sorry. But Millsap has done a great job.
Hey, shake yourself, man.
Jeez.
Golly.
Why are you always talking about you?
We're trying to get this thing going. We're trying to do our jobs.
My bad.
At least maybe pay attention to what we're doing.
I was just a KS kind of scorer.
Kevin Harlan standing by. He's got the call.
That's what I was searching for.
Oh,
I forgot. I was like.
We'll see the Houston Rockets and the Denver Nuggets. Welcome to our 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA on a Monday afternoon. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. So the Rockets win the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Rockets, Ariza and Anderson holding down the forward spots. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5. They get the rebound, kicks it out to Paul, takes a 3, nailed from three-point land. Paul's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, Chris Paul does not lack for confidence without effort pulling the trigger from downtown.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Harden. Capella sets a screen for Ariza. That doesn't go either for Ariza. On defense, the Rockets.
And one thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game.
Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Murray. The Rockets pull it in. Paul kicks to Anderson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Anderson's got his first points of the game. And that shot selection, a systematic approach by the whole Houston organization. Greg, is a team, they actually took less mid-range jump shots than DeMar DeRozan did individually last season.
Yeah, and it wasn't even close. I mean, the approach Houston has made successful the last few seasons, they are 100% committed to not taking mid-range shots if they can help it.
Capella with the bucket.
When your point guard has those kind of excellent instincts, ripping the D to pieces comes along with it.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Pass to Millsap. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4. I might chalk up some of this to the schemes that he played in, but no doubt Paul Millsap does not get the kind of credit for the type of elite defense he can play at that 4 position. You talk about his switchblade abilities offensively. Well, defensively, he's shown himself to be very good as a post defender and, if you can imagine it, a rim protector.
That one misses for Paul Millsap. And Millsap raised some eyebrows in the 2015-16 season when he averaged almost 2 blocks and 2 steals, Brent, a game.
Well, for Paul Millsap, one of the things about being a heady 4-man is you play in a system that allows you to concentrate and focus and rely on guys being in the right spot. Behind the perimeter defense, Paul Millsap is a tremendous big that moves well and gets himself into great position.
Here is Harden following the basket by Paul Millsap. Capella sets a screen for Ariza. In the corner, Harden. A three-pointer is right on target. Harden's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And with Harden, it's pick your poison. Not only a tenacious penetrator, but also a consistent threat from 3-point.
Now here's Murray, defended by Paul. Now Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And that one is off.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
And stolen by Harris. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Anderson with the block. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really, since moving over to the point guard spot, Harden has been unstoppable. Just a nightly triple-double threat.
Well, across the board last season, James Harden, Greg, saw his numbers jump through the roof, but he showed improvement both in his defensive engagement as well as his rebounding. Not something that a lot of us saw coming.
Yeah, that's a good point. And with Harden, I think the rebounding is the really surprising number. Went from being an average rebounding guard to a great one the last few seasons. He's been showing more of a dedication to all aspects of the game.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good.
There's tremendous balance with this Nugget basketball team, especially on the offensive end. You can have a lot of players in their rotation carrying the scoring load and a lot of different playmakers that are out there on their roster.
Rockets leading by 3. From downtown, good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And as you said, the Nuggets have a balanced roster. And from that, a balanced scoring attack.
Well, a lot of the guys on this Nuggets roster can score some points. So having players at every position who can get you a bucket, that can lead to some great offensive success.
Now here's Ariza following the miss by Paul Millsap. Paul passes to Ariza. Screen by Capella. And the wide open shot from Paul. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And again, Denver no good. Houston in the lead. And it's Ariza in the corner. They set the pick. Anderson the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Ariza with the bucket.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Mike Malone. David?
Well, Kevin, I asked him what the strategy was offensively, and he said, look, we want to avoid having to take so many outside shots. They want to exploit what he described as a mismatch inside. He said, we have the talent down low to make things very difficult on those guys. We're going to use it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Murray with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Millsap a screen on Anderson. Murray with it. Chris Paul covering. 5 on the clock. Murray dishes to Millsap. Shoots over Capella. Here's Jokic. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
How about Jokic? A little bit of forceful play down there on the interior.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And Mbah-a-Moute's checked in for the Rockets.
One shot.
Brent, the Nuggets team, a very good group when it comes to rebounding.
Well, they don't have a team that's really much bigger than the opponents that they play with, but they stay very active, and they don't seem to give up on a lot of plays. Actually, last season, they got about 30% of all their missed shots back, so their damage was done on the offensive end. Defensively, you'll want to get a stop by ending it with a rebound. That's where their focus needs to be this year.
Now, here's Chandler. No good there. Good D by Ariza.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Harden has a wide open look, and it's Houston with another.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
And here's Harris from the arc. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. In the corner, Harden. To the wing right side. Shot's good from Mbah-a-Moute.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
It is brutal to try and match up on the perimeter with a team that is this hot.
Now here's Millsap. He's got 8 out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Big group substitution here for Denver. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Jokic. Hernan Gomez comes in for Wilson Chandler. Will Barton, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Nelson is subbed in for Murray. Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. Gordon comes in for Trevor Ariza. Paul against Nelson. Shot off the screen, and that's good for 2. 8 points for Chris Paul.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Nelson kicks to Millsap. They need this. They shoot again. Out of hand on it. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. Denver shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for James Harden.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Kenneth Faried, the Manimal, once a force at the power forward position, but now seems to be more comfortable coming in as a role player, giving his energy to the basketball game, and see his production decline steadily since his third year in the league, but still a positive for a team, just in lesser doses with a lesser role.
For Faried, there's the possibility that the style he played is something that the league moved away from. Brent, there isn't a high demand for undersized power forwards who can't shoot.
Well, the idea is that Faried might not just be bulky enough to do what it is that a lot of teams have in terms of a guy setting screens and then around the rim to carve out space. The Manimal really doesn't do that, and if he works on his shooting range and shows that he's a threat, Kevin, that's going to help out his chances.
That's good from Tucker. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Hey, Brent, you and I were talking about the toughest players in the league just a minute ago. It's easy to go right to physical attributes, but let's shift it. And who are some of the toughest guys mentally in the game now?
Well, those guys who are thinking out there on the floor, not only about what they have to do, Kevin, but getting their guys lined up and into right spots. I think that Marc Gasol does an incredible job of that in Memphis, especially as the center, knowing all the coverages, backing up the line of defense on pick and rolls, rebounding, outletting, scoring. That's a lot of work for a big guy. And the elite guys that we could talk about, Kev, Chris Paul and LeBron James. I mean, how good are those guys when it comes down to making sure that things are communicated between the coach and that all five guys know their responsibilities on the floor?
Hey, but if it can come from the back end, like you said with Gasol, what about a guy like DeAndre Jordan, who I think has really tried to improve that part of his game?
I think there's a lot more appreciation for how much DeAndre Jordan does, especially the way that he contributed to the USA team.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Rockets on defense. It's a 13-point game. Looking to get it going, and Millsap with the layup. Millsap's got 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Gordon kicks to Paul. Lets it fly. Denver grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Barton outside. All against Nelson. Barton from outside. It's good from long range. Barton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets.
And you can see how dangerous that catch-and-shoot game can be. Will Barton continues to impress.
Benet setting the pick for Paul. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Fareed, a screen on Gordon. Up top, Barton, defended by Gordon. Outside, Millsap. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Gordon against Barton. Paul kicks it to Tucker. Nene, the screen. Tucker, the pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Nelson kicks to Millsap. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Amazing to think about where Paul Millsap's game has come throughout the course of his career. I remember that the first season for him in Utah, just shooting 3 3-pointers. Now he's to the point where he's averaging close to about 250 throws from the 3-point line. So his skill at that forward spot on full display in today's NBA.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Millsap has become vastly superior as a shooter and playmaker.
Well, coming into the league and being drafted by Utah, he was an effort player. Those efforts have paid off. First ever player, Kevin, to lead the NCAA in rebounding for 3 straight seasons at that size, and now one of the league's most coveted and skilled big men on both ends of the floor.
He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, it's really incredible when you think about the evolution of Millsap's game. This is a guy who was a second rounder that's turned himself into a perennial all-star.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. And Barton throws it down.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Now here's Paul. He's got 11. Screen by Baamute. There's Gordon with the 3. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nelson, right side. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and Fareed kicks to Nelson. Passes it to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Hernangomez. A 3-pointer off the mark. Rockets leading by 9. Down low. And slam dunk by Nene.
A great pass from Gordon there, leading to the assist.
55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Fareed, a screen on Paul. Nelson dishes to Barton. Millsap a screen. Back to Nelson. Lets it go from deep. Eric Gordon with the rebound. And so it's Houston with it. Kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Paul. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, the Rockets score.
Now, Chris Paul having one of those great scoring nights that he does on occasion, just filling it up right now.
Paul against Nelson. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Millsap. And another miss by Denver.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Houston. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
And here's Nelson, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And so in the game for the Rockets, Chris Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. P.J. Tucker is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then it's Nene in at the center position. Barton from outside. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Paul. Eric Gordon on the wing. There's the triple. Barton with some nice D. The Nuggets trail by 10. The pass to Hernan Gomez. And yes, it's good.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
On the wing, Gordon. The dish to Nene. Gordon against Barton. Gordon kicks it to Tucker. Nene with the screen on Milson. Just 4 to shoot. With the shot. Tucker can't get it to go. Denver shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Nelson against Paul from 12 feet out. And that one comes up a bit short. Rockets leading by 8. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered closely. And Anderson has it in the corner. Drills it from outside. Anderson's got 5.
Well, outstanding high percentage perimeter shot from Anderson. Once he releases that one, you know it's going in.
Nelson, the pass to Millsap. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 5 assists in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Paul gets it to go in. He's got 15.
Well, Paul feels so at ease shooting from the mid-range. You can see how easily that shot comes right off his fingertips, and a great release there.
Nelson kicks to Barton. Plumlee with a screen on Gordon. Feeds to Millsap. Shoots over Tucker. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket for Millsap.
Well, right now, Millsap is the guy you need to feed. He's knocking down everything out there.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Anderson dishes to Paul. The kick out to Anderson. And another 3 for Houston.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Hernan Gomez. Chandler comes in for Paul Millsap. Harris is checked in for Barton. And Murray's subbed in for Nelson. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Riza comes in for P.J. Tucker. And James Harden subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Rockets lead by 14. Here's Murray. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Jokic. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Well, Brent, there are a lot of great passers in the NBA at that starting center position. Seems like it's something that is more and more valued these days, but the best of the bunch might be Jokic. Some people feel great passer in vision.
Yeah, incredible the way that the offense last year transitioned around such a young and relatively unproven player at that position. But he can pass over the top. When he gets it on the block, he'll play at the top of the key. And I love how the guys around him are encouraged to cut when he has the basketball.
Brent, 15th overall is where you were drafted, right in the middle of the first round. A very nice place to be. Talk about the nerves waiting for your name to be finally called by the commissioner on that podium.
Well, Kevin, I wasn't nervous, and I'll tell you why. Actually, I was nervous, and it was more about the captain landing the plane. You and I have shared this story, and I'll share it with you again. During that draft, I was actually on an airplane and did not see one moment of the NBA draft in 1996. So my biggest nerves were that the pilot was going to bring the plane down safely, and then I watched the draft on VCR about 2 hours later.
No kidding.
That's the truth.
Wow.
So the best part about that, Kevin, I'll tell you this, is the fast forward button.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't the first pick. We could fast forward that, or the second, or the third, and we got to that 15th pick, and what an honor to have my name called in the first round of the NBA draft.
An honor indeed. Now here's Harden. After Eric Gordon's miss, it's Harden with the drive. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. Harden's got 11 points.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Murray. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Harris, wide open. He shoots. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Screen by Capella. Harden kicks to Capella. There's a good screen for the three. Rockets working now with a fresh shot clock. On the wing, Harris, defended by Gordon. The lead now cut to single digits. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Like to see when Gary Harris has his feet squared and finds the rhythm, you expect him to make those shots.
Harden outside. Kept alive. Back to Gordon. Harden outside. Another shot. Misses off the right eye.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. You're not going to miss those all that often.
They get it back. Plumlee, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
Gordon with it. Picked up by Harris. The feed now to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Chandler goes in over Ariza. Here's Plumlee, an easy 2 points on the layup.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Now, here's Capella. Dishes it to Gordon. Anderson, a screen on Harris. For 3, Gordon. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Yeah, he can't make a thing out there right now, guys. If he keeps this up, don't be surprised if his team gives up this lead.
That one, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the basket by Gordon.
Ooh, that three-pointer right there hurts. The former Indiana Hoosier really can bury those threes in bunches.
Now, Jokic, 6 points for him. And Plumlee kicks to Chandler. Good on the three-point shot. Chandler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Gordon a screen. With some arc, and Harden with the lay-in. Harden's got 13.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Harris passes to Jokic. Chandler outside. He kicks to Murray. Jokic with his screen on Harden. Yep, that one goes.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Ariza kicks to Gordon. Anderson with the screen for Gordon. The kick out to Anderson, and there's the 3-second violation. Denver making a switch here. Fareed is checked in, and Bahamute is checked in for the Rockets. And here's Denver. They're on a 17-7 run. Fareed a screen on Harden. Stolen by Harden. Gordon with it. 5 points in the game. Screen by Bahamute. Right wing from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got his second basket of the game.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Jokic a screen. Here's Harris. James Harden with the rebound.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
And again, Denver no good. Fires for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Gordon's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Rockets.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Now, here is Harden. He's covered by Murray. Capella kicks to Ariza. Screen by Bahamute. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Ariza. 16 points for James Harden.
Well, the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
He dishes it to Ariza. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Chandler.
And how about the career progression of Trevor Ariza? He came into this league somewhat as an energy player who, obviously could attack the rim. Now he's one of those guys who's primarily a 3-and-D component.
And the first one drops. For Ariza, his first few years in the NBA, over half his shots came within a few feet of the rim. Greg, now over 2/3 of his shots are from beyond the arc.
And that's just how it goes for some players in the NBA. Ariza still, he has some bursts to finish at the rim, but has turned himself into a deep threat, and he's always been a presence with his defense as well.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Nuggets trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Screen by Fareed. Nelson kicks to Millsap over Ariza. Millsap misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Paul dishes to Mba Amute. Back to Paul. Nene with the screen on Nelson, and it's Ariza in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ariza's got 9.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Nelson kicks to Barton. Fareed the pass to Nelson. Screen by Fareed. The offensive rebound.
That's just a poor job by the defense to let the Manimal get the rebound. He's the last guy you want to get free under there.
Harden up top. Harden defending. Harden against Barton. And it's Ariza in the corner. Off target from outside. The Nuggets trail by 13. Millsap kicks to Hernangomez. Pass to Barton. He feeds it to Millsap. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That's a man's move from Millsap, getting the hoop plus the harm.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. From deep, Harden, and that's not going to go. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Jameer, what needs to change in the second half?
I mean, we got to obviously keep them off the offensive boards. We're making a lot of mistakes, a lot of careless mistakes, things that we could change. But it's up to us to change them. Coach can't draw up something on that board that's going to change that. We have to come with effort, but we have to play smart. We can't go out there and lose our mind when we're trying to play hard.
Definitely need to pick it up. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Hey, James Harden didn't waste any time. He took over in the first half. Wow. He's probably the most dominant offensive player in the league right now. That's right, the most dominant offensive player in the league. Look for him to continue applying pressure in the second half.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
The lights of downtown Denver shimmering in the background as we welcome you back to the Mile High City and the Pepsi Center. Welcome back, everybody. 3rd quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
Well, he's a volume scorer in the post, and right now the volume's at 11. So if you're not going to run doubles at him, we'll see if he can get more of that done in the second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the 3rd quarter started. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Murray and Harris in the backcourt, and it's Chandler in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Count that one.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Millsap misses.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Now here's Harden. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Harden's got 18 points. And Mike Malone, who is known for his defense, dealing with the team, Brent, that really lacks a defensive bite at times. It's something that he's trying to change in terms of culture.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. It's a bit of a nibble right now in Denver. But you look at Mike Malone's past and all the other stops where his defensive teams have improved throughout the year. So it's a bumpy ride with Denver. A lot of young players who he has to make sure realize the importance of the defensive end of the floor.
Good work there as it goes. And that's 20 points for Paul Millsap.
Well, they missed their first 3 shots, and after that maybe they'll get some air underneath their wings a little bit.
Harden dishes to Paul. Capella sets a screen for Ariza. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
Now here's Millsap. 20 points for him. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Millsap's got 4 points in the quarter.
Millsap's mid-range J is getting more and more consistent. When he elevates for those shots, you expect most of those to go.
Hands it from downtown. 14 points for Ariza.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Millsap against Anderson. A second chance effort. And that one's good. Millsap.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
To the left side wing. Capella against Jokic. Paul gets to Ariza. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. We've heard the rumors, Brent, the death of the big man, but with guys like Towns and Porzingis and others entering the league that can play on the perimeter and still have that length to make a difference inside, could we see a big man renaissance, or at least maybe see him have more of an impact than people are giving him credit for right now?
Well, I think what we're seeing is the evolution of the 5 spot, Kevin. So it's not that the big man is lost. It's that the big man's doing a lot of the things that the little man used to be asked to do, and that is shooting threes, handle the ball, make some decisions at the top of the key, be a playmaker. It's fascinating to watch guys with this sort of size and this sort of skill, and also being this young, having such a tremendous impact for the organizations they're playing for.
Here's Murray. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Now here's Chandler. 14 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Here's Paul. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Millsap's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Murray kicks to Millsap. Over Anderson. The putback. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 10.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Ariza no up. The Nuggets trail by 10. Chandler kicks to Harris. Over Harden. That's good from Harris on the assist by Chandler. That's 7 points for Gary Harris. And it's Ariza in the corner. Carries it from three-point range. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Now here's Murray, defended by Paul. Chandler is screened, and here's Harris from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 10.
Outstanding look from the perimeter from Gary Harris. When he gets space to shoot from there, he has no problems with it.
Harden the pass to Capella. To the wing right side. Paul dishes to Capella. That one, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Here's Harris. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Rockets leading by 8. And here's Harden. 18 points for him. Paul outside. Puts up a 3. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. The rebound by Anderson.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be. That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Murray kicks to Harris. Jokic passes to Murray. There's the dish to Chandler. They get the rebound. Millsap. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Like seeing Millsap there going hard for the offensive glass and then getting the easy putback.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. Plumlee is checked in for Nikola Jokic. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in. Houston leading by 7. Screen by Capella. Three-pointer. And it's Gordon missing. Nuggets have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%.
Gary Harris is the type of player that a lot of people feel very confident is just going to keep getting better and better. Has a good knack for scoring the ball. Such a great off-ball cutter. Great chemistry right now with Jokic between the two of them. And as he grows older, he'll continue to build upon his offense. Potential to be a very good two-way player.
Chandler outside. And Murray now top of the key. Outside Millsap. Anderson with the block. They're running. Here's Gordon. And he lays that one in. Gordon's got 10.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them. And just look at that score.
Yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted here trying to keep up with these guys, and I'm just watching. They always attempt to wear you out.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 7 points thanks to the hoop from Paul Millsap. And for Harris, the way he plays, it'll probably be a few years before he hits his prime. Brent, even right now, you like how he can fill it up.
Well, he went from his first year just averaging 13 minutes to 2 straight seasons averaging over 32. So trial by fire a bit with Gary Harris, but he continues to show progression and can be a very effective two-way player. Lots of upside for this guy.
Here's Murray after Clint Capella's bucket. And here's Harris from the arc. Second shot opportunity, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And really, Millsap is a very reliable free throw shooter. Sending him to the line, not maybe in your team's best interest.
5 attempts for him at the line tonight. He's made 3.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good for Millsap. Big group substitution here for Denver. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Plumlee. Hernan Gomez comes in for Wilson Chandler. Will Barton, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Nelson is subbed in for Murray. Houston also making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Bahamute comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's P.J. Tucker in for James Harden. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. Now here's Paul. He's got 17. Nene, the screen. Paul kicks to Nene. Back to Bahamute. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 8 now on the night. Nelson kicks to Millsap. Shoots over Tucker. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Millsap's got 15 points here in the second half. Here is Paul. Tucker dishes to Nene. Gordon a screen. Paul for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
The Nuggets trail by 11. Nelson kicks to Barton. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. Millsap misses. Houston's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Barton against Gordon. Launches a 3. Denver grabs the miss. Nelson outside. And the 3 ball is good. Nelson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, the kind of unselfishness from Paul Millsap is why teammates really respect his play.
Here's Gordon. And the shot goes in. Denver's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Back to Nelson. Screen by Faried. Now Nelson. 6 on the shot clock. Barton right side. There's the 3. Rebound by Nene. Houston leading by 10. And they double up Gordon. Kicks to Paul. Over to the left wing. And Bahamute can't get it to go.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Faried setting the pick for Barton. That's tipped. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. There's Paul. And it's Houston with another.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Nelson, the pass to Millsap. Millsap a screen. Millsap sets the pick for Barton. It's rebounded by Paul. Rocket shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And it's Gordon missing. The Nuggets trail by 12. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Barton kicks to Nelson. The Nuggets with another miss. The Rockets shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Gordon, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gordon's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, and the shot by Gordon there, just butter. Consistently hits those shots when he's given that much space.
Nelson kicks to Millsap. Shoots over Tucker. They get it again. The kick out to Barton. Nelson outside. Back to Barton. Fareed, a screen on Gordon. Barton kicks to Millsap. Back to Barton. Over Gordon. Barton missing again.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
And Tucker kicks to Paul. Shoots over Barton. Again, the miss by Gordon. Nelson with it. From deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's the Houston Rockets, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Houston leading by 14. So on the floor for Houston. Chris Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Nene is out there with Luke and Ba'amute. And it's Tucker in at the 3 spot. Screen by Ba'amute. Paul with the 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And the pass to Fareed. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time for a miscue.
Yeah, they may have some ants in the pants right here. You just have to take what the defense gives you.
Jokic has checked in for Fareed. And a change for the Rockets. Trevor Ariza's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon kicks to Mbamute. And some nice passing there by Houston. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And here's Barton. Jokic with a screen on Gordon. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Barton. Barton's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Denver. Gordon against Barton. Nene, the screen. Paul left side. Over Nelson. Paul can't get it to go. The Nuggets shooting 43% from the field. Barton against Gordon. Here's Jokic. Plays it up and banks it in.
Respect the touch of Jokic on the inside. If he's good with the ball and soft hands as a passer, why not around the rim?
Ariza outside to the wing right side. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Jameer Nelson. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella comes in for Nene. And James Harden subbed in for Gordon. Rockets leading by 10. Another miss by Houston. Barton outside. Jokic on top. Back to Barton. Takes a 3. They grabbed their own miss. Jokic, no good.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Now here's Ariza. Shoots the 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. That's now 22 points for Trevor Ariza.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Now, here is Harden following the miss by Jokic. The three. Harden's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. High arcing shot. Good D by Ariza. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Mbah-a-Moute. Here's Harden on the wing. Harden defending. Harden's shot is off. The Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Barton.
Smart play there from Barton to establish himself on the inside to convert.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Ariza no luck. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Chandler, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Capella, and that one's good. Jokic has got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets.
That's so nice for a coach to look at his center as a capable shooter. Jokic is just that.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Jokic a screen. Down low. Shoots over Capella. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I think what I appreciate about Jokic is the hard work that he continues to put in. Not only what he wants to do, but what his brothers want him to do. And that's not waste this opportunity to become the best player he can be.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Harris is checked in for Denver. And a switch here also for Houston. Anderson, he's checked in for Mbah-a-Moute. And so he hits both.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Paul gets to Ariza. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 25 points for Ariza.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Harris outside. Hernangomez kicks to Murray. Pass to Chandler. Back to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic in for his 7th make in 13 tries.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ariza no luck. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Murray. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
Houston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Anderson with the screen for Paul. The feed to Anderson. Dishes to Harden. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
One shot.
Free throw good, James Harden. The Nuggets trail by 12. Jokic with the screen on Paul. Murray kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Capella. It's rebounded by Houston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Ariza. Tries to keep it alive. Paul outside. Screen by Capella. Back to Harden. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here.
Shooting for Houston, Clint Capella, taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That's good from Capella. Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And here are the Nuggets now. They trail by 14. Murray kicks to Millsap. No good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Paul. Anderson the screen.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Paul. Murray the pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Chandler. Shot clock at 6. And another miss by Denver.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Ariza has the open look. Second chance shot, and it's Capella missing.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Now here's Millsap over Anderson. Millsap misses. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. And it's Ariza in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Stolen by Anderson. Here's Harden. And oh, he just jams it right over Paul Millsap. What a play.
Yeah, they're having a tough time containing Harden here tonight. No surprise there.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Harris. Jokic with his screen on Paul. The offensive rebound. Jokic, no good.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
Now here's Paul following the miss by Jokic. Ariza with the bucket.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here because at this point he is so dialed in. You got to get him off his spots.
And here is Murray after Trevor Ariza just hit the 3. Here's Jokic. Bank shot, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Now here's Paul. Here's Anderson. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Murray for three. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, if Murray can do that and become a threat from the three-point line, look out.
Paul kicks to Harden. Some solid defense from Harris.
And the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
Ariza. Another miss by Houston.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Harris kicks to Murray. Jokic against Capella. Here's Murray, and the shot goes in.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're ahead by 17. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and pointed in the right direction.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Big group substitution here for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Kenneth Faried comes in for Wilson Chandler. Martin's checked in for Gary Harris. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Jamal Murray. The Nuggets trail by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Rockets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Chris Paul.
Really liked the ball movement all night long. He was excellent at setting the table for his guys. Table for four.
Now, here is Nelson after Eric Gordon's miss.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Here's Quarterman. Outside Gordon. He dishes it to Tucker. 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Rockets lead by 15.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
Now here's Faried. Plumlee sets the pick for Barton. Lets a floater go, and the shot goes in.
Well, that pick and roll play is making things so much easier for Barton. Great choice reading and reacting.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. What's your team's mindset right now in terms of approach?
Our consistency and our attention to detail. You know, we're a young team, but we got to focus on the small things. Our hard work is going to be enough as well.
Great effort tonight, James. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.